Welcome to the third installment. I'll get right into it. In the first drawing, there is a man trying to cross a bridge over calm waters, and in the clouds above him is a cherub pointing down an arrow. In the real drawing, the LCF drawing, there is that same man trying to cross that same river, and above in the clouds is the same cherub pointing down the same arrow, except there is a second arrow in his quiver. The title of the card is Wasted Breath Keeps a Secret. In the Latin under the card, it says something similar but not the same thing. It says a missing word keeps a secret. Now these are both references to gatekeeping. Gatekeeping as in, you will meet a lot of people that will try to deter you on your quest to enlightenment, to the ultimate knowledge, to a godlike state of being. Lots of people will try to deter you, and some of them are willing to kill you for it. Now, this also goes back to some of actual occult organizations that have severe, lethal punishments for divulging their secrets. You have to be part of the order to be allowed to know certain things, and divulging them to the profane is punishable by death. That's not really important in this video, but it is just to give you the context of it. Now, in the fake drawing, there's only one arrow pointed down. And that arrow obviously is pointed towards the person trying to cross the bridge of knowledge. This is a bit tricky to explain, because the angel, well, the cherub, is a depiction of Eros, or Cupid, who has two arrows in his quiver, one for love and one for hate. So you have to be careful when you are crossing the bridge to unlock the secrets of enlightenment, of that ultimate knowledge, because some people want you to fail, and they will do everything in their power to make you fail. These are the charlatans, the quacks, the New Age Karens selling you love and light. These are the ones that will fire their arrow of hatred into you. Especially the New Age Karens, you know, they spent a day reading on the internet, and now they're all, I don't know, Swami priests, shamans, ayahuasca healers. You do what you want. But yeah, they are those people. Ever met one of them? They all preach the same thing, the love and the light, and then they'll be the most hateful "see you next Tuesdays" you ever met in your life. That's them. The card warns against people like that. Also, the second arrow in the quiver in the real drawing knows this or warns you for that. You can be inspired by both hatred and by love, and you have to choose in a way which arrow you wish to be struck with. One will lead to destruction, and the other one will lead to enlightenment. That is why all these people that follow these New Age Karens never get anywhere in their spiritual journeys. They become hateful themselves. Most of them are bitter, and that's where it ends for them. But a person that's genuine about a spiritual journey that they wish to undertake knows this, accepts this, and then moves beyond that. become a complete person, you must accept that there is both love and hatred, and you must accept it in you as well. Next, the actual cherub in the clouds bears a very good resemblance to the Chinesa brothers, which Corso meets when he is trying to find a drawing. And this is where it gets more interesting, because of the Latin inscription, a missing word keeps a secret. The Chinesa brothers don't outright lie to Corso. Not even when they actually are lying. They are lying by omission. They don't tell him a direct lie. Like, for instance, when he asks, like, do you guys make forgeries? And the Chinesa brothers don't directly lie to him. They lie by omission, by asking him in return, does it look like we are forgers? While obviously in the background and in the entire shop you see pages drying, you see ink bottles, presses, everything that they might need to actually make forgeries. And they end up doing exactly that with one of the drawings. At the end of the movie it becomes clear, the woman tells him one of the drawings was a forgery, and he goes back to the Chinesa brothers and he finds it in their shop. Now, you may think that the wasted breath keeps a secret is a reference to death. Yeah, that is actually correct. The Chinesa brothers, if you need to pay close attention to that scene when he meets them, there are a lot of references to death connected to them. For instance, their name in Spanish means ash, dead material. There is the sound of flies around them all the time, and it's quite loud, although you may not pick up on it the first time you watch the movie. If you just watch that scene, you can hear them, and it's loud enough for it not to be a coincidence. It is purposely put there, that sound, to have that weird, strange feeling that something is not quite right. There's something buzzing in your ear. And you should have that feeling, because as it turns out, at the end of the story, the Chinesa brothers are not at all what they seem. In my opinion, they're the most interesting characters in the entire film. It is very likely that they are some of the gatekeepers that are not quite human. One of the gatekeepers that also try to deter you from reaching that. They are not, that's just their why they are there, to separate the ones that are the ones that are in it for the wrong reasons. Well, maybe not for the wrong reasons, but to separate the discerning ones from the ones that are willing to believe everything and anything. Because if you are one of those people willing to believe anything at all, and you have no discernment, well, then you will fall into the same trap that was set up for Balkan. You will be fooled by the last forgery. No need to get more into that, because that will come back later. And that is really all that I can say about that. That you have to be very careful who you believe. Even people that seem very sincere and very helpful are not always that. Have discernment. Because if you don't have discernment, you will be led down traps. That is also in the movie when Corso goes there the first time, talks to the brothers, and he goes back with the wrong information. Well, not necessarily the wrong information, but with the wrong drawing. And what happens when you exit the shops? The scaffold collapses. Danger from above. Meaning that if you're willing to penetrate this realm of these entities and these spirits, they see you at every turn, but you don't see them. And the same goes for some people and some organizations. They will see you, but you will not see them. They're hidden from you, hidden up in the clouds, looking down on you. And they can bring the wrath of God upon you, if they so wish. I think that is all for this card. Yeah, I think so. And I will see you for the next one soon enough. I'm sorry that I cannot upload more often. I've been quite sick. See? But I hope to see you soon again.